What is up, people? It's gonna be a little bit different because I just wanted to talk about focus and goals. And really, it's just a matter of what you do every single day. And I want to obviously answer some questions. What's up, Eduardo? And talk about how to change your life quickly. I gotta turn off Telegram. So I apologize for the lack of audio quality. The microphone is at the office, and I'm actually over at home right now. So, how's everybody doing? I'm going to get into the things that you guys can do to quickly change everything that you want to change. How's everybody doing so far? What's up, Taco Fiesta? EST, how are you? Great, aside from the oven like heat over here in Vegas. It's actually pretty chilly today over in Canada, where I'm at. I gotta turn off a bunch of stuff. So I see it like I'm trying to test something because so what I did is I actually signed up for notifications for my channel on another email address that I had. And the notification just came through and I went live like 2 minutes ago, right? But so you live in Vegas. Do you ever go to the fights at the MGM Grand? Jamie, what's up, dude? Your thought of Snapchat when it comes to communication with your woman for the younger generation? I don't like it. Honestly, it goes against the rule of using the phone. I mean, you can use it to set a date. That's fine. But using it just to talk back and forth, it's stupid. It's a waste of your time. Not yet. I fought at the MGM Grand. Awesome, Jamie. I didn't know you were a fighter. Not yet, but I'm excited for the one happening the 7th of September at the T-Mobile Arena next to the MGM. Cool. Yeah, so I want to get into how to change things quickly. So everyone wants to know how to do things fast, right? Everyone wants the quick, hacks. And if you want to do it fast, you literally just have to eliminate as much as you can that takes away from who you want to become. That's it. So who do you want to be, right? Hit the like button, share. Yes, please. So who do you want to be? Like, do you want to be a rich person? Do you want to be like fit? Do you want to be like, who do you want to be? And you can take it step by step. So I got into the business building stuff because that's what I really, really wanted to do. And of course, you guys probably know that I do want to be in fitness as well. But if I do both of those things, my energy is too divided, and it sucks because I know that having sufficient energy is extremely important to build anything else. And if you have a healthy body, which I mean, it's not that bad for me, but it can lead into a better building experience for your businesses. So I want to get into that as well, but I think I'm going to turn that into a business. So what's up, Chestnut? I've never been great friends with patients. Part of the reason why I don't order stuff online. I've learned to be patient since my break. Yeah. So a good thing to do with that, dude, is thank you, Paul Walker. So a good thing to do with that is just literally keep hammering yourself with anything that you'll be impatient about. It's just practice doing this shit that you suck at. Are you on your phone? Bushra, I think that's how you say your name. Are you on your phone? If you're watching it in full screen, just turn it like from this to this, and you should see the like button. But anyway, yeah. So that's a good one. Patience is hard to learn. It's hard to learn. For me, I guess I'm kind of patient. I don't know. My girlfriend might know better. I did waste a lot of time, but finally I'm back and focus on my goal. What is your goal, Chestnut? What are your goals? Let me know. What do you want to do? What do you want? Who do you want to become? How do you want to be better? So that's the thing. It's like always like write all this down on a piece of paper. Like get yourself a police officer. That's dude. So literally you have an easy um like focus because you got to be in shape. You have to be psychologically fit, obviously, because you're wielding a weapon and telling people to obey the law. Um, so you just keep doing that. Big fan, love your vids. Thank you, Luke. Thank you for coming through. Your thought on? I think you've asked me that before, haven't you? I like him. I don't. I wish I knew his name, so I wasn't calling him AMS all the time. It's so close to PMS, so I don't like calling him that. But I like him. I think he's good. I like him because he's so like true. He is who he is, right? At least that's what the vibes I get from his channel. I don't feel like he's faking anything. But anyway, yeah, getting back. So you have a clear, focused goal um, on wanting to become a cop. So it's like you just got to do everything. And the thing is, everything else is a distraction until you get that goal. The problem that happens to people is that when they hit that goal, they don't make new goals. They don't make anything big. Getting tased. You'll be fine. They pepper spray themselves too, don't they? Don't they get pepper sprayed? No, I haven't just found this group out. Interesting topic. But it is. AMS is focused on showing no emotions towards her. Yeah, well, I wouldn't go to his channel for relationship advice. I wouldn't do that. But if you guys look at the name of his channel, it's Alpha Male Strategies. There are like I would go to him more for um like goals, purpose, and stuff like that, and moving to the next level of your life. And when it comes to the girl stuff, he obviously doesn't really care about being in a relationship with them. Maybe he does. I don't know. I don't watch his stuff as much anymore, but I used to watch it. Just I loved listening to him. I just don't have time to listen to all the coaches anymore. I'm too busy. You have to do like competition analysis and stuff like that. Take his advice with a pinch of salt. That's everybody, Chestnut. Chestnut, that's everyone. See, that's what the problem with people is they don't want to take responsibility. So somebody would literally watch his stuff and do what he says, and if it works, then awesome, it works for you. It makes you happy. But people don't take enough responsibility for their actions and their goals. So you should take everyone's advice and see what you got from it and then test it to see if it works. Um, Good morning, Ronnie from Belgium. What do you think about Breakup, Brad? I don't watch Breakup, Brad. I know he's successful. I'll tell you that. Exactly, Jamie. That's that's the thing. If that's what you guys are looking for, then cool, man. I'm not gonna ever judge somebody for wanting to do that. As long as whoever you're doing that with has an idea that that's what you're doing. I'm cool with that. If you're trying to lie to people and say that you want a relationship and then you just break their hearts, I mean, like, I'm not cool with that really. But again, it's up to you, right? One question: can you go back to an ex if there's a lack of communication? No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say you could. At least I wouldn't. You can, but wherever the lack of communication, that needs to be fixed first. What's up, Brian? How are you doing, bro? But yeah, the lack of communication as a whole is a big part of relationships, obviously. But but you have to figure out how to communicate to your partner too. Not everyone communicates the same. How do you fix it? Well, how do you fix anything? You tackle it head on. So who has the problem, her or you? Who is worse at communicating? Is it you or is it her? What's up, number one fan? Thank you on the AMS opinion. Yeah, I mean, I get that a lot. I get questions about what do you think about him and what do you think about this channel and what do you think about this person? And to be quite honest with you guys, I've said this a million times before, but I don't watch. The only person that I watch religiously every video is Corey Wayne. That's it. And Elliot Hulse, but I haven't watched Elliot Hulse for a little while. When an ex keeps in contact with you after a restraining order still comes around the house, still tries to act like family, what do you do? Always tells me she doesn't want you. So she contacts you with after a restraining order. Did you issue the restraining order or did she? I'm the problem. I don't talk much on text. I prefer video. Well, that's fine. That's a good thing, in my opinion. So if she, okay, look, man, if she is doing, if she's breaking the restraining order to hang out with you and she's the one who issued it, I mean, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because here's the thing: if things went south, right, and you guys got into an argument, she could literally say that you were breaking the restraining order. And I'm guessing the police usually listen to chicks where you come from. So I mean, what I would do is I would cover my ass, man. I would do it the right way. She doesn't like that. She likes to text. Well, that's good for her. Who leads, you or her? That's the problem that guys face. They're so afraid to piss off their girlfriends. It's not like you're trying to make them angry. You're just saying like this is what I'm like, right? So if she likes to text and you like to video call, and if this is a girlfriend that you've been dating for a long time, there's got to be some sort of compromise here. But this is the thing, man. You should be busy, and you should be doing nothing but working on your purpose. And when she does want to talk to you, just set a date. It's easy. But if she doesn't want to text you, then dude, find a girl who does. That's the thing. It's like everyone's afraid. Eh, Everyone gets so caught up in one-itis. It's like if this girl doesn't want to text and she gets mad at you for it and starts fights and goes out of her way to not like agree with you and you know she doesn't want to try to make things work because she needs to text you. It's like, dude, you're never going to get her full engagement. And what I mean by that is like when a girl is really 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 into you, right? You'll know, and she'll compromise things too as long as you get there's a give and take. What's up, Jason? Do you ever watch Coach Warren? No. Well, yeah, I know of him, but he came through my live chat one time. Coach Warner's super red pill. You have to know that stuff to keep a relationship healthy. You have to know game. You have to know that stuff. Yeah, you have to know and understand how to apply it. Because if you don't, it won't last very long. You'll end up conforming, and you'll end up going and following rules and doing things that you never wanted or never meant to do. she started leading the relationship and not you? How do you keep a healthy relationship? First of all, date somebody who has a healthy mind, right? Somebody who you can talk to. They're out there, right? I actually had somebody comment on my video not too long ago, and he literally said, "Women these days aren't worth it. Um, just pump and dump." And it's like, and I replied and I said, "Really? What makes you think that?" And I haven't seen his comment back yet, but that's the thing, guys. There are fantastic girls out there. You just have to find them. And I think a lot of guys don't want to do the work into them to put into themselves to attract those chicks. There are a lot of good women out there. So keeping a healthy relationship, sorry, going back to your question, make sure that whoever you start dating and who you do date has a healthy mind, that they want to work on themselves and work on the relation. The relationship is almost like a project. You work on it all the time, and the only thing is there's never an end date, right? I work more on me instead of the relationship. I mean, okay, you have to keep working on you, but your balance is fucked up. That's the problem. So your balance is too much on yourself, which can make you seem borderline narcissistic. but but you have to make her feel. I always use this. I always use this analogy or this way of explaining it. You either make her. You have to make a woman feel like she's special to you if you want her to be in a relationship, right? Or she won't stay with you. She has to feel like she's in it with someone. The working towards something. Ever hear from someone after a year? No, no. It's always been under a year. Like one whole. If you wait for somebody for a year, you wasted a lot of time. But Chestnut, you keep on working on yourself and you keep on working on the relationship. And when you find yourself getting really frustrated and in places where, say, it's the same repetitive behavior, you have to sit down and be able to talk to that person about that. It's called communication for a reason. Um, Now, it's hard because of the chaotic nature that are women's emotions. So I work more on me. Rhetorical question, but a couple days ago, Max tweeted "Breathe," which is a song I dedicated to her countless times throughout the relationship. I've been in no contact for 2 months. Any meaning? No. Why is it that love spell practitioners are attached to life coaches on YouTube? Because they're using them to get traction for their own channels. Because most people don't believe in love spells because it's a bunch of bullshit. So they use the real advice that people give on all the channels that are around, and they try to use that. I even get comments. It's like this love spell worked, and I always just report it as spam. Got my ex after 5 months. She broke up with me. I didn't beg or plead. Now she was the most submissive girl in the world to me. There you go. Happens, man. She said I never open up to her. Then open up to her. I mean, okay, it depends, dude. Like if you're not if you're not the kind of guy that is open with his emotions, but you are enough, then don't change. I wouldn't change too much of who you are, right? Like there okay, there's certain things that you are going to be incompatible with. And I feel like if this girl really wants you to open up to her, it's like, well, what is it? You know what I mean? What does she want you to open up about? Do you have issues? Needed some reassurance to not accept any breadcrumbing signs. I mean, just just go full monk mode for a while, dude. Work on your shit. It's hard to find a new girl I'm honest from the get go. A lot of women don't want that responsibility. It seems if you have children. Oh, you have. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's sorry. Um, you're right. They don't. But to be honest with you, the dating pool is going to change if you have children. But you also have to be in your extreme, like, top of your game. I showed affection, but no emotions. Uh, uh, it doesn't really matter if you're alpha as fuck. um, so, for example, number one fan, like, there are going to be women out there that can't have babies. So you're going to come across girls like that, and they might want to be part of your family. Look, you just have to meet the right ones, man, and only work on yourself. Like, number one fan, your only focus should only be on you and your kids. Having some woman come around, if she fits, then she fits. Cool, awesome. But your focus shouldn't be on girls or dating. Just use it to chill. Not chill. Work on yourself. It's funny because I'm looking behind me, and there's like all these entrepreneurship books, and like this is a good one. This book. This is one of my favorite books. I've only actually read this book twice, but um, this book is what everyone needs to do. Like, just take extreme ownership of your life and everything that you do. And like, it's just great. I mean, there's so many things, right? What should you do when you've gone on dates for a couple months, but she doesn't want to be your girlfriend yet? Why are you trying to make her your girlfriend? What's up, Darren? Describe what type of girl that is. That sounds like a regular girl to me. Why are you trying to lock her down so quickly? Let her feel. Yeah, she's trying to feel you out, bro. She'll let you know when she's ready for that. It takes time. Like, okay, I'm gonna try to put this in a logical sense for you so you understand. Imagine like hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of years ago. Do you think people were worried about making people their boyfriend and girlfriend? You know what I mean? Like, think about that. It's you. What that screams to me is that you're needy. You're trying to make her your girlfriend, trying to lock her down so nobody else can have her. You're insecure. That's what you're. That's what your my Xbox is going crazy. That's what that says to me, dude. So why are you trying to make her your woman, dude? Just relax and have fun. All she's looking to do with you is have a good time. At this early, okay? All she's looking to do is have a good time. I've been gaining some weight because I lost 15 pounds during the breakup and turning it into some muscle. Fuck yeah, buddy. I'm starting to see the results, and it's been motivating me to push harder. That's the thing, too. That's a really good point to focus on. And when it comes to the title of this video, when you see results from your efforts, everyone gives up before they see results, right? And when you start seeing results, that's when it's going to make you go, you're going to be much more motivated because you're like, okay, I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor here. Excuse me. Netflix and chill. When would you say enough time pass with your ex? For what? What do you mean, Luke? What's up, Darren? I know I said that already, but thanks for coming in. Niles says, I'm working on my life since I've been broken up with my ex. I'm focused on achieving my goals, creating a version 2.0 instead of 1.0. Only got me so far. Yeah, and that's the whole point of this entire video. It's like, what have you done to make your life and other people's lives better? So if you want your life to be better, inspire other people, make other people do things for others. And I know it sounds counterintuitive because you think, oh, I need to make my life better, so I need to do things for me. It's like, yeah, you do. But if you help other people do that, you'll feel good too. And that you'll actually get money that way, and you'll get inspiration that way and motivation that way. People will look up to you. You'll feel like you're contributing to your fellow man. Doesn't and yeah, so when you guys get the results and then you can see who you want to become, like Niles right here says he wants to become 2.0. version of himself. So what does he got to do? This is just me asking the audience and myself, right? What does he have to do to get to 2.0? Does he have to lose a bunch of weight and get some muscle? Does he have to be earning $15,000 a month? Does he have to be driving the car that he really wants to drive? Right? I don't think I'm needy. It's just that she acts jealous for no reason. No, don't try to bullshit me, bro. You literally said, why doesn't she want to be my girlfriend? Like, that screams insecurity to me after a couple of dates. Like, it takes a few weeks, several weeks for a woman to really fall for you. It takes time. We both rush to be in the relationship. Is that bad? It can be, but sometimes that works. It works sometimes. I've seen it work before. We hardly talk to each other in person. Does she live far away from you? You guys in a long distance relationship? Luke says, like to give up hope, getting back together. If she broke up with you, you should immediately just assume that it's over. Assume that, and then you start moving on. And then if she comes back to you, it's a surprise, right? I wouldn't take someone back, dude, because look, they got the impression that you weren't worth it. Okay, that's the impression that they got from you. Do you want to go back to somebody like that? Like, you're always, it's if they got to the point where they had to break up with you, you're now always going to be wondering if it's coming, or are you making the right moves, right? Because you know that you didn't up until a certain point. So if somebody literally just ghosts you and leaves you behind, right? If I take the trolley, I know I don't have a car yet. That's not that bad. That's 45 minutes away. That's not that bad. It's just some people would think that. See, you could meet a girl, Chestnut. You can meet a girl that's literally like the same distance, but she thinks it's short, right? She's like, oh, it's not that far away. It really depends on the perspective of the person that you're dating, man. And, like, and she's like, I want to text you. It's like, why? It's, trust me, just take my word for this. It's a lot better if like, just set the next date, even if it's 2 weeks from now or longer, and don't talk to her much between then. See, some girls are not going to be able to handle that, but that's how sexual anticipation builds and attraction builds that way. Most people are extremely needy people. You're going to find that out. Most people have fucked up parents and fucked up families. So it in turn turns them into being insecure, needy. They don't work on themselves. They don't work on their emotions, which is always something that you got to do every day. I mean, it was hard for me, and it's still hard sometimes, because I grew up with in a situation where the person that I grew up with was an emotionally unstable person. So it catches on to you, and it's hard, but you have to try to work on it as much as you can. What helps me is books. I listen to books all the time. I'm a singer, and I have a lot of girls that follow me, and she says I'm a sus boy and all this. I like her to be my girl because we vibe, and she likes music too. And that's why I want her to be my girlfriend. Well, cool, awesome. But that comes naturally. It sounds like you're trying to force it. And you having a lot of girls, okay, cool. So that's gonna make her see you as a high value person. But maybe she's the kind of girl that wants to get to know you first, because you're around those people. You're around that kind of environment. Maybe she's just taking it easy, dude. Just relax. It takes a few weeks, several weeks. Once a week, I go and see her at school. I always give her chocolate. Cool. Let's make sure that okay. Eduardo says, I told her that I couldn't continue to try if she isn't interested in a relationship. Cool, it's a good answer. I asked her to not call or text me unless she's interested. Okay, and then I left and have been in no contact for 2 months today. Do you think yes, you're fine. It's not pushed. Stop trying to, like, You're so afraid to be bold and to tell people what you want, and that is exactly what your problem is, man. Once a week, I go and see her at school and bring her the chocolate. Yeah. How do I DM a girl I don't know? And do I get okay? The thing about doing the DMs, girls will really quickly put up a wall of defense on social media because they don't know who you are, right? So to be honest, I wouldn't do it. Why do you think online dating sites exist? Because those are places where guards are not high or they're less high. So think about it, man. Like think about all the girls get DMs all the time from guys, right? She's fine as fuck though. Cool, awesome, great. You're letting her beauty manipulate you. Look at you. Like a lot I hear so many guys are like, "Oh my god, she's so fucking hot, but she's crazy." It's like, does that really work for you? She's hot, so you want to get at that shit. You sound you you're young, so I get it. But you're letting the vagina fool you, okay? Like you can just ask, just be like, "Hey, like what's up?" Right? But again, her defenses are going to be high. But you just got to, if you want to try to say something, go ahead. I mean, just don't be weird about it. Just be like, hey, how are you? Does she live in the same city as you? um, Justin says, been broken up for 5 months. We talk every day. Never really had no contact, really, yeah. But we seem to get away. We can't seem to get away from each other, but we haven't seen each other in 5 months. What do you mean you can't seem to get away from each other? I don't understand that. Have you guys ever heard of maybe breaking your codependency and focusing on yourself? Right? Do you send her the same old, hey, what's up? How's your day going? Stop trying to look at tactics, Chestnut. Oh, I'm sorry. You said don't send her that. I apologize. My fault. My fault. I read that wrong. I read that wrong. I read that completely wrong. That's my fault. I just feel like I'm starting to be depressed since nothing seems to be happening for me as much as trying to be optimistic. You're not doing enough. HS, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say this, but you're not doing enough. If you feel like you're not getting enough accomplished, it's because you're not doing enough. You're expecting results before they come. Like everything, it's soloish. Oh, what's up, Solo? So everything that is worth it takes time, bro. That's just the fucking fact. Like building this channel, for example, that was something that I had to work at. I had to make hundreds of videos before people liked me. Like, right? You feel so behind in life, then get the fuck to work. What are you doing every day? You know what I mean? Everyone bullshits on this, but I ask people in my DMs all the time on Instagram. I'm like, what are you doing every day? Like I'm still fall victim to this too, guys. Like I'm not fucking perfect. Like there's sometimes when I'm playing like video games and you know, like you have to constantly battle it, right? But I've at least seen some success and I know that if I stuck with something long ago, sorry, if I stuck with something long enough, I could be extremely successful. But being a high performance person is really fucking hard. So you have to ask yourself, dude, like what are you doing every day? Take an audit of your day, your like hour by hour if you have to. Again, don't like put yourself in okay, people are only driven by inspiration or desperation. So you either have to put yourself in a position where you're gonna have a fire lit under your ass. Okay. I actually work really hard. I work full time and go to school full time. I just feel like I can't find a healthy relationship and my career is not where I want it to be. So, what do you think you should do? Do you really think school or your job is really working for you? Get rid of one or the other or both and start over. Look, starting over fucking sucks, right? And Darren, no, I would not. Fuck that. We talk, okay, and Justin says we talk almost every day. So Justin, that does not get you results talking to your ex every day, does it? She's treating you like a friend, but not giving you the label of it. Do you really want to be friends with your ex? That's stupid. That's what she's treating you like, and you're accepting it. If somebody treats you a certain way, it's because you accept it. It's crazy how women change after dumping you, so cold and distant. Women will treat you like that when they're not in love with you anymore. I remember they're looking for specific things in people. They want you to be strong, bold, confident. When you're not those things and they lose attraction for you, they'll treat you like fucking garbage. It's just the way that it is. It's happened to me before. I guess we should move on. There's no effort on her side to work. Exactly, Justin. See, look at everything that you're going through and ask yourself, is it working? Is this working for me? No? Okay, change it. That's the same thing for you, HS. If something's not working for you in your life, change it. You're not a tree. Like, you can do whatever you want. Your brain is moldable. You can change anything that you want. You can change your habits. You can change all that stuff. Look, again, figure it out, right? Figure it out, because there's certain things that work for certain people. For me to change bad habits, I have to really work on it, especially with food. Food is my worst. Okay. So for me, I really just want to focus on my business and stuff. And I think for me to be extremely healthy, I'd have to start a channel and just be accountable as hell. And literally focus on it hour to hour, because it's such an ingrained thing. But we'll see. And everything always takes a little bit of effort and momentum, right? Like if I have to fucking lock myself, like handcuff myself to something for a few days and fast and lose a bunch of weight and then see the results from it, I can keep going from there. But that's extreme, right? But I would do it. I don't care. I don't care about being extreme. Hey, breakup half a year ago, started switching from X back videos to self. God, awesome. Great. It's a good sign. Thanks for the videos. Awesome, Tim. Look, thank yourself and pat yourself on the back for wanting to get better. That's the first step. Now the best is to just continue and create really healthy, good habits. My sister asked, how do you know if a guy wants you? If he doesn't give you any attention, but in the future says there could be a possibility. Look, when a guy likes you, you'll know it. Just like when a girl likes you, you know it. He'll pursue you. He'll text you. He'll message you. He'll go after you. And Darren, no, I would not, because to have a successful relationship, you have to like your sexual relationship, right? And getting married to somebody first, does that make that doesn't make any sense? Because what if you don't like them in bed, or you don't like them sexually? That's a big part of relationships. Was I wrong for telling to not contact my family unless it's about kids? What do you think? And she told my mom she felt hurt by that. What do you think? Because number one fan, you're questioning everything that you did wrong because you're lacking confidence in yourself. Fuck it, I'll just be single. Whatever makes you happy, just don't try to make her your girl. Like, just hang out with her and have some fun. And if something happens and turns into a relationship, that's awesome, great, cool. Anthony, really liked your last video. I want to dump her. Sorry, I want her back just to dump her. Yeah, I get that question a lot. Or I get that. I've heard people say that. They're like, I just want my girlfriend back just so I can dump her so she knows how I feel. And that's just your ego, man. Where is that book? Right here. Oh, fuck. Face action, Jesus. Ego is the enemy, baby. Check this book out, fellas. Yeah. Yeah. Got some Hodge Twins action going on in the video. I've thought of that, to be honest. I know. That's why I made that video. Ali, I wouldn't date anybody if I were you, bro. I would self improve before you go back into another relationship, but that's up to you. My favorite Linkin Park song? Holy shit. I'm gonna base my favorite Linkin Park song off of ones that I can listen to without getting sick of them. And I'd have to say it's With You off their first album. No relationship, just date, go out and have fun. Yep. You like Crawling? Crawling is good. I get sick of Crawling because it's the same note. So it's like when he sings it, like the chorus, it's like it's the same level um in the chorus. And then in the, I know the verse is different. The verse is fine. But for me, I get sick of Crawling pretty quickly. But that whole album, like if I was listening to the album in succession, like from song 1 to 12, um, then then I would be able to listen to it. Right? It's cool. Since you told me to fast, Kyle dropped another 20 pounds. Good for you, bro. Good for you guys. That's awesome. Shadow of the Day. That's a good song too. So it really depends. Like I'm obviously a gigantic fan, and depending on what your connection to music is like, because that song, Breaking the Habit, I can listen to that a lot, but there's sometimes I can't. Especially now that he's dead too, it's hard. It's hard to listen to them right now. You know, I don't think I've faced it enough. And there's certain things in life that affect you that kind of you're like, why does that affect me? Like why does a musician that I never knew, why does his death bother me so much? And it's you know, I mean, I'm sure there's answers to that, and I think I have my own theory, but it's just hard to listen to them now. I was actually at their goodbye show. Fuck, really? I wouldn't have been able to hold that all in, dude. I would have been just fucking bawling or some shit. All right, brother, dude, I'll go play basketball. Peace out. You were real and genuine. Thank you. That's all I'm trying to be. If I ever come out with clickbait titles, guys, it's because that's how YouTube wants. That's how people watch videos. Blame people, not me. If I want attention, I have to get it, right? If I want to grow this channel. So I'll come out with clickbaity titles sometimes. But just understand that if like YouTube just works a certain way, and that's just the way that it is. But Shadow of the Day is a good song. I like it. My actually, to be quite honest with you, the Thousand Suns record grew on me a lot. I never liked that. That was to me that was their worst record, and honestly, it grew on me. I really started listening to it, especially after Chester died, and I really appreciate it for what it is now. And I didn't like it's because I wanted them to go back to Hybrid Theory and Meteora, and they didn't. Okay. If the girl I want to DM follows me as well, I don't want to be creepy, but I want to start texting. Just say something. Starting you okay? So I don't know. I never did that. I always I always did that kind of stuff in person. But you could just say if you just be genuine and straight up, because again, her walls are going to be up. So just say something. Don't be a pussy. Just say what's up. How are you? What's going on? Like I don't know anything. Just try to get her in front of you so you guys can actually go on like a coffee date or something. Invite her out to a drink or invite her out to. Uh, so a psychological thing that usually works on people is when you say something like, "I know this is awkward" or "I know this is strange," but if you say something like that, it usually brings people's walls down a little bit. So you can be like, I know this is strange for me to message you here, but, and then you go in with you're just trying to sell her, right? That's why you should really, really study selling. You're trying to sell her on why she should go out with you. That's what everything is. I think ego plays such a huge part in wanting your ex to contact you. It is. You're totally right. Tim, you're 100% right because your ego is bruised. It hurts like a son of a bitch when somebody breaks up with you. It's not that you truly believe it can work again. Your ego just doesn't like them being with anybody else. Exactly. I was actually at their goodbye show. Oh my God. Yeah. Can you actually have a relationship without sex if she's saving herself? No. No. You can. Sure, you can. But that's the first thing you'll be thinking of. Here's another book. Read this, Luke. Read this book. Okay. Bam. And that'll answer your questions. Yeah, it was amazing. Countless memories and shows my. Yeah, that sucks, man. Like that would really bother me if I had an ex that was wrapped up in the memories of something like that. But at the same time, I would you just get over it. You get over it eventually. Do you promote joining the military? Absolutely. Just remember why. Just always remember whose war you're fighting. So I know there's reserves and there's the regular force. But the military has fantastic discipline teachings and some of the most successful people on this planet were all, some of them did military training and stuff like that. Define a narcissistic person. Use Google. So my next big thing is going to be e-commerce, boys and girls. I want to get into e-com and grow a shop. So I've been learning how to grow one, and I think I'll tie one of them to this channel, because I want you guys to feel like maybe you guys are part of some sort of like I think I'd have a hat and a sweater, right? That had like masculine energy on it or something to do with my channel, like get the fuck to work. That should be my thing, like just keep on like saying that over and over. I should put that somewhere. Shit, I'd buy that. Yeah. So I'm actually eligible to start selling stuff on my channel now, like merchandise and stuff. So I was thinking about getting my girlfriend to help me come up with some sort of like thing to come up, like a logo or something to come up with to put on a coffee mug or a hat or a hoodie or all of the above. I wanted to find something that I could do that, and I'd wear it in my channels all the time. Instead of wearing these like shirts, I could actually I promote my own brand, put it like right here, or wear a hat. Can you tell us about your past relationships and what drove you? Being dumped, man. Luke, honestly. So the thing that about me is a gift that I do have is I learn from other people's mistakes pretty well, except for like, my own really, really bad habits that I have. And my relationships, I got to the same place because I got broken up with because I kept doing the same thing over and over. So for example, like, after a few years would go by, I would find myself, breaking up, going through a breakup, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing? So I looked at myself and I didn't assume that it was them, that it was the girls. I thought it was my fault, because you start to realize that if you keep getting the same result over and over again, you're like, okay, something is, what's the common denominator? And it's you, right? So I had to think about what I was doing, and here I am. And also, I wasn't happy then. I wasn't a happy person. Like, I was kind of just like living life instead of trying to pursue what I really wanted to do, which was always like an entrepreneurship kind of thing. But it never really came to the forefront of my mind that that's exactly what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? I just knew that I didn't want to do 9 to 5. And I also knew that I didn't want to work for anybody else. And I also knew that I wanted to wake up when I wanted to wake up. Basically, I wanted freedom. And the only way to do that is um, entrepreneurship. Martin, I don't think I'll ever. Oh, sorry. Tim says winter's coming. Make scarves and woolly hats. No, no, no. So I could do that, yes, but I want to have a branded. A brand never dies, like Nike. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that my business will ever be the size of Nike, but something that people always come back to. Martin says, I don't think I'll ever get over my ex. I'll just accept it and move on. Is that crazy? You think that now, but if I were to take you through time 6 months from now or a year from now, you'd look at yourself with that emotion. You'd say, wow, I feel fine. You know what's crazy about my breakup? Sorry, dear. I would like to know how to spot narcissism in life coaches and spiritual teachers. Well, that's actually a good point, D Rock, because I think a lot of them are so wrapped up in self development that you could actually hide narcissism pretty well. But when you know the definition of it, which you guys can go and Google, do your own due diligence, and then watch them and see what you think. You know what's crazy about my breakup? What's crazy about your breakup, dude? How long did you take before going into another relationship after your breakup? Um, the first one took me a while. It took me, I think, 8 or 9 months, something like that. And then the second one, and I'm talking about the second long-term relationship to the second, first long-term relationship to the second long-term relationship. I think it was only 8 or 9 months because I was hanging out with other girls in between there, but I didn't really get over it until about 4 or 5 months after my first girlfriend and I broke up. And I started hanging out with other girls in the summer, and she actually tried coming back, which was funny. And I started seeing my second long-term girlfriend later in that year. Yeah. And then my current girlfriend now, we've been dating for almost 5 years now. She's sleeping on the couch. Or maybe she's listening to me. I don't know. I thought the same way, Martin. Been almost 5 months, and I've only feel normal this past month. Yeah, it takes about 5 months. Took me about 5 or 6 solid months of acceptance, right? Uh, Life goes on. Yeah, focus on yourself. Focus on hustling and just getting to the best parts of you. You know, like who. Focus on who you want to become. Who do you want to be in the next 5 fucking years? That's the best question school ever asked you, and yet nobody does it. Do feelings truly change if they block you as well? If they block you, they don't want to talk to you or they don't want you seeing what's going on in their life. So I'm assuming that they don't want anything to do with you. Breakups can be really hard. The more you love a person, the harder it is. I met someone who I believe was my soulmate and it turned my life upside down. Well, D Rock, you're here to learn something, and I'll tell you something right now. There's no such thing as the one. No such thing as the one. That's been your social programming has had. I'm glad that you're going through this, and I'll tell you why. You're never going to learn something until you get to the point that you're at. Okay. So you have to go through this so you can understand that you'll never, there are good women out there and there are bad women out there. And there are many people who think that, just because you met a girl and instantly fell in love with her, that she's the one. No, she's just a really awesome girl. You know, I could probably drop that chick in front of 1,000 guys, and 500 of them would say the same thing as you. So I just want you guys to understand that, because there's no such thing. There's just really good women out there, and there's really bad ones. A lot of people have fucked up upbringings. Okay. As you guys can tell, I have like a really bad oral fixation, so I'm always like touching my fucking mouth. That sounds dirty too. Porn has ruined everyone. So it's just a habit. It's a bad habit. I do it all the time though. I'm always picking at my teeth and stuff. I have to physically tell myself to not do it when I'm doing live streams, but I'm so comfortable now that I don't care. I was dumped April 3rd, lost my job April 23rd, and moved to LA. Moved from LA to Las Vegas May 28th. My whole world was rocked. That's how life tests you, man. It tests you by punching you in the face and then kicking you while you're down. Well, can feelings change then? No, Allie, stop trying. If she doesn't want to be, look, okay, let's look at the opposite of when somebody blocks you. What are they doing? What is the exact opposite of somebody blocking you? They're all over you. When a chick really likes you, when somebody who's really, really into you, she'll be all over you. She'll be texting you all the time, messaging you all the time. That's all you have to pay attention to. Is somebody putting in effort or not? Or are they pushing you away? When somebody blocks you, they're pushing you away, literally. That's all you have to pay attention to, bro. If somebody's pushing you away, they don't want you around. So put it through your head and start moving on. Everything happened to me at the same time. Yeah. So fellas, and I think there's only fellas in here today. I didn't see any girls, which is odd. So I just move on, and if she comes back, then great. If not, then great. Exactly. See, that's the thing about helping guys who are young. They haven't been through enough, right? Like your very first breakup will completely fuck you up. And then you start to realize there's a lot of truths to the world that you were blind to. Mine didn't block me, but just started ignoring me and then leaving me hanging in limbo, not knowing where I stand. You know where you stand if she breaks up with you. Oh, hey, Bernice, how are you? If a woman breaks up with you, you know where you stand. She has no attraction to you anymore. And that's the most important thing. So guys, I'm going to be teaching a lot of that stuff in my course, by the way. It did. And I did some really fucked up shit. Yeah. It's okay. You're doing this to learn, right? But it's okay, man. Remember when we talked, I was all fucked up. Yeah. So now you know. Now you know what to not do, right? Wasn't a breakup for me, just silence. So she didn't actually leave you? D-Rock, you should set up a call or something, bro. You should message me on Instagram. Wasn't a relationship. We were talking. Yeah, message me. Okay. Okay, ladies. Cool. All right, I'm getting out of here. I need to go play video games. Speaking of bad habits. So if anybody has any further stuff they want to explore with me, just let me know. Message me on Instagram. And yeah. All right, boys and girls. See you guys later. Take it easy. Oh, and I'll be posting more stuff on Instagram that's going to be kind of controversial. I want to stir the pot up a little bit. So make sure you guys are following me there, okay? And drop likes. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll see you guys in the next video. You're welcome, boys and girls. No problem, Martin. Thanks for the love. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you guys later.